All right, guys, what is up? I am TheyComing, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds. How's everybody doing inside of Clash of Clans in your real life? Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Title of the stream says it all. I'm going to do something I don't usually do. So I would assume that we get swarmed with some interesting messages, with people wanting to have their base looked at. But we're going to do base reviews today. I don't really like doing this very much, but since lots and lots of people ask, I figure why not? We'll do them today. We need something to fill up the time, yeah? CWL ended in Dominating Tour, and we took a little 2-day break. I actually just spun our next war right before the stream started, and we're still searching for our opponent, so our war should begin tomorrow afternoon, just prior to my live stream, so we can hop right in for War Day tomorrow when we go live. That's awesome. Looking forward to that. Quick note about my Town Hall 12 here. We are really at the very end. We put in our final laboratory upgrade like this morning. So we have nothing else to do in the lab after this. The issue is that I don't quite have my queen up to a level that I feel comfortable rushing to Town Hall 13 with. And part of me, since we're already here, part of me wants to go ahead and max this Town Hall. This is a completely different approach from when I last went to Town Hall 13. But yeah, Icebarge says, hello, why don't you like base reviews? Well, it just kind of soaks up time. I don't really understand how people get value out of me looking at their base. I think most people, particularly like when you hit like the middle town halls, you have a pretty good idea of what you should be doing. Perhaps if it's your very first playthrough, you could ask, someone might ask me a specific question that could be valuable. But I've just never really liked doing base reviews because I don't know that they really help that much. Should I upgrade my archer towers? Yes. Should I upgrade my balloons? Yes. What should I do in my laboratory? Okay, so what are your attack strategies? I guess I can see the thread there, but I don't do this very often, and so yeah. If you'd like to have your base looked at, if you have questions about, hey, what should I upgrade? What would you recommend? We can have a quick dialogue. I would ask, though, that if you are asking for that kind of advice, specifically related to laboratory stuff, that you ask me, that you are ready to tell me which armies you like to use in war. What's up, Botserla? How's it going? What's up, Subom? How's it going, brother? Long time no see. Glad you're here. How's everybody doing today? Guys, I finished a second, mostly complete draft of a piece of music that I've been writing. I finished it last night and did a couple little visual polishes on it this morning, and emailed it over to our director of music. So yeah, looking at having a piece of music that I composed be played by our handbell choir. We're gonna ideally be reading it this summer and perhaps be performing it in the fall. So that's pretty exciting. It was a big project, and I actually cranked it out. It only took me like a week and a half to really crank that thing all the way out, like start to finish. When I get my hands on like a dense project of any kind, I'm usually the kind of person that just like drives straight through it, because it's like, okay, like especially with like writing music or like arranging, composing, anything like that in that vein. Um, if I have all the creative license and I have the tool in front of me to do it, I just kind of shoot through the project, because it's like no one else is sitting here telling me what to do. No one else is saying, you know, you can't do that, you can't do that. Those kind of things, those kind of that kind of feedback I would anticipate getting once we read it, because this is the first thing that I've composed for handbells. So I tried to use, you know, several years of my own knowledge playing, you know, ringing handbells in a handbell choir myself. I tried to apply just sort of like my own, you know, boots on the ground knowledge of playing to, okay, am I writing something that's impossible? Am I writing something that's like, you know, too difficult, or, you know, would require someone else to like step over and ring two bells here, which would make it like not feasible. So I'm pretty excited about that. Ice Barchin says, I actually agree bass reviews are stupid. I mean, you say your opinion or whatever, and when that is, don't say mindset like theirs and people cry. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm just here to give it advice. So if people want to have me look at their bass, you can put your link in the chat. I will talk to you about your bass. You can ask me a couple questions, but we're gonna try to do them pretty quick. You say some tips and they are not good in the end, then they think you lie. I mean, bass review advice is like entirely the opinion of the streamer. I mean, I like to think I know at least a little bit about what I'm talking about. I mean, I do have a Town Hall 18 in Legends. I have played the game for, at this point, over 10 years. That being said, the lower town halls have changed, right? Like Town Hall 12 used to be really, really hard when it was the top of the game. Same with 13. It was tough when it was the top of the game. I would argue though that Town Hall 13 probably was a little easier than Town Hall 12, because you got the fourth hero, which ended up being a pretty tremendous spike in attacking potential. But 14, I think, may have been a little bit harder. Like more on the difficult side, because of the poison that the Town Hall drops. You can't just run a kill squad through the Town Hall section. Even if you tome, that poison is going to slow you down. So when Town Hall 14 was the top, I do think that was a little bit more of a difficult Town Hall compared to Town Hall 13. Mott says, do you have any armies that work without the Warden? I'm going to start on getting him maxed. For Town Hall 14, what I would say about Town Hall, like if you're worried about, you know, if you're wanting to like perpetually upgrade your Warden, and I think that's what you're trying to say. I would say try attacks that use battle blimps to get to the Town Hall. You might need to invest a hound to throw in front of the blimp, so that the blimp can actually fly over an air defense and not get instantly nuked out by the air defense. Or, you know, maybe that lava hound is going to be able to soak a black mine or two for you. But the game is more challenging at Town Hall 14 when you don't have the Warden. Chapal says, Cho, request me, dude. Okay. All right. So this is our first request to have me look at his village. All right. So let's go ahead and look at it. So yeah, using blimp combinations, I think the Super Yeti clone blimp is probably a good idea. Q G O U V L 8 V. Ooh, look at that little Town Hall 16. Looking good, man. Looking good. Got your RC maxed out. Love it. Your queen maxed out. Prince looks good. Duke is looking good as well. Looking nice. Okay, so we're looking at your pets. Now, I'm not sure about max levels on pets at Town Hall 16. What I can say is once you're able to upgrade that Frosty to level 15, like if this is the Town Hall where Frosty can actually go up to 15, I would do that because I think Frosty is very, very good. Some people actually use Frosty with their queen over the unicorn because it's an additional tank. So if you have Frosty and you're running the action figure equipment on the queen, you can have two really big tanks that sit out in front of the queen, and the queen can arguably get more value compared to, you know, just running a unicorn. The unicorn becomes a little weaker at Town Hall 16 and above because of ricochet cannons. Ricochet cannons can nope out your unicorn, even though they're not directly targeting it. The shot bounces from your queen to your unicorn, and if you're not willing to spell or do something, you know, to save the unicorn, well, your pet just dies on the, you know, right at the beginning of the attack. So I would say that once you're able to upgrade Frosty again, perhaps running Frosty instead of Unicorn on Queen is a value play. Other than that, Unicorn on your Grand Warden, if you're running a ground attack, is a really good choice because the Warden sits behind troops. He's not likely to take multi-target fire, and the Unicorn does tend to stay pretty safe when attached to the Warden. If you're Warden charging, however, you're going to encounter the same problem as you would if you're Queen charging, right? Ricochet cannons, scatter shots, things like that are going to bounce through the hero and hit the Unicorn. So the Unicorn, its strength sort of tapers down, like sort of tapers off once you get up to Town Hall 16 and above. But it's still usable. I think that the focus for Unicorn typically it shifts more so to the Grand Warden's use rather than the Queen, Town Hall 16 and above. Let's actually look at the village. So you're looking good, man. You're basically maxed out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I don't understand why that activates sometimes. Yeah, I mean you're looking fantastic. You know, you have all your walls maxed out. Arch towers, cannons are looking fantastic. I don't really have anything to say here. I mean, it doesn't look like you're behind on anything. I would say make sure, one thing that I didn't do that I'm having to play a lot of catch-up work on, when I came back to the game, I was at the end of Town Hall 16 in October, and I decided that I was just going to go ahead and blaze through on Town Hall 17 because of the Hammer Jam. I didn't want to waste, you know, the Hammer Jam builder boost. So one thing that I didn't do is I got behind on traps. So ideally you're not behind on traps, but that's one thing that I would recommend to everybody is particularly when you get up to like Town Hall 16, 17, don't let your traps fall behind, because at Town Hall 18 with the new Black Mine level, you can one-shot healers even if the attacker has the life gem on the Warden. If you don't have max level Seeking Air Mines at Town Hall 18, Black Mines will not one-shot healers if the attacker is bringing the life gem on the Grand Warden. So be good on that. But yeah, man, so it looks like you've done all the work you can structurally on this base. And I would just say, in terms of heroes, hero priority, it looks like you made your queen a priority big time, huge. Warden is also going to be your best friend. Warden levels are amazing. I would also assume that you're power leveling Duke. I think Duke is probably #1 priority to max out. And once you do that, probably your Warden, and then go ahead and finish your King, and then your Prince. Unless you're running only air, unless you're spamming air armies constantly, which you might be. The Prince is not nearly as versatile. Like, for example, you can't really use the Minion Prince very well if you're running ground armies, but you can use the King, Queen, Warden, RC, and Duke for both ground and air to great effect. Duke is really, even though he's a flying hero, he can be used to great effect for both ground and air attack styles. So that's what's going on there. Let's move on to the next person. Yes, I'm live. You can go. Do what you need. So, let's see. Next person. Does anyone else want me to have a look? At least not yet. Not yet. So yeah, good stuff there. I think that. Oh man, I have 1,000 gem reward over here. It's amazing. I might actually gem my queen a little bit today. At least on my 12. So yeah, on this account, on my Town Hall 12, one thing that I've noticed is that I'm totally maxed except for this final thing in my laboratory and my king and my queen. So if I'm gonna try to go to Town Hall 13 like this month, I have to basically put my queen down constantly. And I'm down with that. I think that maybe playing ranked with no queen could be content in and of itself. So I'll probably end up doing that. This week I'll probably upgrade my queen constantly and just play war with my king and my warden and my prince. Just commit to that. But at the same time, War Day is tomorrow. So I'll probably use my queen tomorrow for War Day. But then after that, I'm thinking when I come back on, let's see, 3 days and 1 hour means I could gem theoretically the final hour or two for my king on Wednesday when we do all of our ranked battles on the 12 and 13. Yeah, sure. That works. So I can keep upgrading my archer queen there. So it'll be interesting to see how ranked goes this week. Speaking of ranked, I have been 3-starred all the way here. I got super, super close on one attack and got an 80% fail on another. So this account is likely not going to promote. However, when I go over to the Town Hall 13 and I look at this one, Warden is #1 hero because his skill is god level. Yeah. Ice Spartans, I mean 6-7, you know. Right. On this account, we are also reaching, slowly reaching the very end of our defensive upgrades as well. So at this point, it's, let's see. Let's actually do some math real quick. The bomb tower, how long does that take? I think this is actually 2 levels behind because I did rush the 13 on this account. I don't regret it at all, honestly. That's 2 days, 9 hours. So about, let's round and say 6 days time for 2 builders to get both bomb towers. 6 builders for those bomb towers, or 6 days for those bomb towers, and then the Teslas I've started to crack into, and these I have to put 2 levels on. I'm guessing it takes me how long? I don't know. These are not crazy upgrade times either. Those expos, I probably should have done a lot sooner than I actually did. I think it probably takes me 2 weeks. Aquasino, I joined in with my Title 14 push-in leagues. Again, with my 14, 13, 12, and 11. That's what's up, Aquasino. Glad you're in here, dude. What's your account, Aquasino? If you join with your 14, I did see that we got it, man, and it's still searching. Not what I thought. Let's see, are you Abdelamad or who else? Neo. Because we did pick up 2 new 14s, like decently leveled 14s. I think within the last couple days. Yeah, look at that, maxed up, baby. We got some new thick boys in our clan. We've gone over 30 members now, and we are spinning a 25-man war. We're not quite there to spin a 30-man. Again, we do have a 15 in here for donations. And then there's Region Redox has a couple accounts down here that until he clarifies with me exactly which accounts he wants me to run, because he's missed war attacks before, I'm not going to just throw all of his accounts in, right? Like, he played 4 days ago. I'm not sure that he's active, and I don't want to like spin accounts that aren't active. So we're going to figure that out. Aquasino says, I sent a replay in chat. I text similar strategy. If you could check the last replay I sent. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's, this one. He's running 20 rocket loons. Woo! Bro, where's your cleanup? 4 quakes? What? 4? Why 4? I don't understand the 4th quake. Don't you only need 2? Fireball's 21. Okay. Yeah, 4 quakes feels a little weird. Does it? Does it not? You usually take Eagle, but you don't even need 4 quakes for the Eagle, right? Especially if your Fireball is level 21. I think you only need, if you're a Town Hall 14 and you have a level 21 Fireball, I think you only need 2 quakes. Unless you're trying to like spread them out, that ward's gonna die. Rip. Look at this king though. Throws down the RC now. Interesting heal spell. Yeah, see, dude, because you don't have any cleanup troops, I'm really worried about you time failing. Like, this has me, like, really, really scared about time fails. Because you've got a Yeti and an E-Titan. Everything else is either, like, healers or loons, which are gonna seek defenses. So, like, yeah, I think you're using too many quakes, man. And I think that you need to back off on, like, even if you backed off on 1 rocket loon, you would be able to get some archers and some minions. Or like include a baby dragon instead of like, I'm not sure I really understand what the E-Titan does here. I think the Ice Golem, yeah, like put the Ice Golem down in front of your king. Super Wall Breaker to open a wall. Push the king and queen in. But you're also starting with like you're starting with a sort of a baby queen charge down at 6. You need, yeah, definitely I would say back off to 2 Quakes. I think you're just using too much. And I forget it's normal mode as well. I've been doing esports a lot. Oh, okay. Okay. But like, still, even okay. So putting aside the 4 Quake comments, I really am concerned that you don't have funneling or cleanup troops to assist you here. It makes me believe that you're likely to time fail. Can you review my base? Yes, sir, I can. Because look, like, it's just your king and an ice golem plus your warden, and you have 2 loons left. And you have trash buildings all over the base. You also end up losing your warden here, which concerns me. You're sitting on triple totem too. Like if you just totem. Yeah, I think you got lucky here. This. Yeah, drop your ID in the chat and I'll take a look. Clean up, need to change Titan. Yeah. So yeah, I love rocket loons, right? Love them, love them, love them, love them. Let's see what this one was. Let's see what you did here. It's the 4 Quake stuff that still has me. We'll 2x this. So you come in at 9 o'clock. Queen doesn't walk in. Looks like she might slip in here, maybe. She does. She sees a minion. She sees the Ice Hound. Okay. Not bad. But now you get this awkward convergence with the Warden. Healers start getting fried. Interesting heal spell over on that side. See, I would be invising right there. Like, if you have all these totems and invis spells, like, keeping the RC up to help you with some of this pressure here would have been huge, right? Because, again, like, this is the point of the attack that makes me say your queen gets noped out because that Ice Hound freezes her and these defenses up here start shooting at her, right? Or say your king gets noped out and you only have 1 hero that hits this point of the base and you start rounding this corner. This is a time fail. This one I was cooking while attacking, bro. Okay. All right, let me check out this guy's base. Let's see. Search players. Let's do it. 80 RRV 29 PP. Legend number 1. Bro, look at you. Okay. Got some Town Hall 18s, what I like to see. All right. Let's see. Looking at your pets. Oh my god. Your fox is level 1. Brother. Upgrade your Fox to level 10 immediately. Fox on RC makes RC so much better. Yes, if you're doing a Sui RC with like the Seeking Shield and the Rocket Spear, you can go Phoenix. But the meta is shifting right now because the seasonal defenses has changed. We should be seeing more insane RC invis charges. I cannot believe that your RC, that Fox is level 1. I can't believe it. But I also haven't looked at the actual base yet. So looking at your troops. Throwers are pretty meta at the moment. E-Dragons are pretty free once you learn how to use them. That is, and especially because you're in Titan, E-Dragons are going to be dummy strong for you because there's no modifiers. What else would be really good to upgrade? Man. There's a lot. Jeez. Like, what is your attack preference? Like, are you in the air or are you on the ground usually? Because I see you've maxed out your dragons. Okay, cool. Are you running dragons and super dragons? Is that what this is trying to tell me? You got your loons maxed out. That's big. You're usually on the ground. Oh, okay. Well, you really can't go wrong upgrading throwers. I would also say that meteor golems, while they were nerfed and they may not be as prevalent in the meta, they're still very strong when you use them right. But throwers in general have just sort of taken over the meta. Like, sometimes people don't even have to think about the attack. You just put all your throwers down on 2 tiles and then 2-finger drop your healers. And throwers can go kind of crazy because they have insane range. You just got back into the game. How are you still at Titan 27 with a Town Hall 18? You just got back in the game. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see what the base looks like. Okay, and then spells. Okay, so spells. Recall's pretty big to upgrade. That is, if you're doing any kind of like Warden Fireball tricks, recalling your Warden, or if you're going to do like well, you're not doing an Angry Jelly charge because it's level 1. But if you were to do like a Queen Warden charge to open the attack, and then you wanted to recall Queen Warden and pull them outside of the base again, you need to have your recall upgraded. For throwers, the Overgrowth is a very, very strong pairing in general. So maxing out your Overgrowth would help a thrower army. I guess that's where I want to like stop my comments, because it definitely looks like you've been away for a while, right? Like there's many things on this in this equation here that you could be working on. It's good to have the log launcher upgrade. It's good to have the flinger upgraded. So you're looking good there. The troop launcher, you can probably get it donated, but the troop launcher is actually very, very good for thrower armies. Because it opens walls like persistently, and it follows your kill squad, right? So each of those troop launcher shots is going to launch giants, archers, and wall breakers into the base, which is pretty big. It just helps. It helps to keep you moving and not getting stuck, because throwers can get stuck. The barracks can also be really, really good. in certain use cases, but I would say your troop launcher is probably the priority for siege machines right now, especially if you're on the ground. Let's look at the village. Defensively, it doesn't look like you're that far behind. You're upgrading your lab. Okay, so that's why some of this stuff has... That's why you don't have anything Town Hall 18 yet. That's what that is. Okay. And you're supercharging. You know what, dude? I know you're just like coming up with things to do. But if I'm being real, supercharging these builder huts is probably a waste of time. And the reason I say that is because right now we're in an upgrade cycle where, oh man, I just looked away from his stuff. You need to be conscious of what has received a Town Hall 18 level yet and what hasn't. Things that have received Town Hall 18 levels are safe to supercharge, right? Because that supercharge is probably going to be good for at least 9 months, maybe 1 year. But to give you an example, if I look at my 18 right here, multi-archer tower, that's a Town Hall 18 structure. I would certainly supercharge this. You're going to keep that. The expos, however, supercharge, new level coming. I would not supercharge this now, right? Because I'm going to waste the time putting the supercharge on, and then as soon as the update drops, I'm going to have to upgrade it all over again. The supercharge goes away. So if you're behind what I'm doing, because I was behind when I hit Town Hall 18, I'm focusing to get everything up to maximum level first, including the traps that were a little bit rushed. And then from there, and then start to look at my supercharges. And I'm only going to be supercharging things that have Town Hall 18 levels already. Like Super Wizard Tower. This is a Town Hall 18 defense, period. I will supercharge this eventually. But you get better defensive value if you just upgrade everything to max first. Someone was telling me that, oh, you should supercharge your monolith. The thing that makes the monolith strong is not the base damage per second. It's the extra % damage. And that does not benefit from supercharging. You do not get additional % damage when you supercharge. You only get this itty bitty little base increase. Like it's tiny. So, yeah. Just be conscious of what has a Town Hall 18 level and what doesn't. I would not do things like your builder huts. No doubt by the end of this Town Hall, there is going to be a Town Hall 18 builder hut. If you're behind, play to the base maximum for all of your point defenses and traps first. Okay? Air defense, cool. Bomb tower, cool. Right? These are all Town Hall 18. Multi-gear, yes, do that. But before you do that, all traps and defenses up to their base maximum level. Once that happens, start supercharging. All right, so Aquasino says we got a mismatch in war. Let's see how bad it is. We got two 16s at the top. Let's see what these look like though. Oh, this is dog water, bro. No way. No, we're fine. We're fine. There's a monolith, sure, whatever. We have studs to take care of that. And then this, what's this? Oh, that's even more dog water. What in the rainbow holiday is this? He's got level 1 walls in there. Bro, what is your personality type to like do this? I see like 10 different color walls. Is this like an art project? And what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, dude. Why? How do your expos look like this, but your air defenses look like that? Bruh. Oh my god. And then, of course, these are all one-shot by an Archer Queen, right? These level 3 collectors. One Queen Arrow and gone. Ah! Some of these walls, yes, if you throw a Queen Arrow, they will crumble, which is hilarious. That's such a weird rush to count. And what's crazy is, like, he's rushed like half the defenses, but he hasn't done any work on these heroes. Like, that is a travesty. That is tragic. Are you telling me that this guy, like, only plays the game when he has hero potions active? Because he's probably experiencing, like, serious pain fighting other 16s. All right, the 14s go down to number 7. Our 14s go down to number 6. You know, I'm not mad about that either. Let's see what their best 14 looks like. See if it's good. Okay, so it's leveled. Sweet. Looking good there. See about their lowest 14. See how bad it is. I wouldn't say this is bad. It looks like a new 14. Looks like he's just getting started with Town Hall 14. He's got his Eagle upgraded. Looks like he's catching up. Wait a minute. Does he used to have a couple rushed archer towers? Is that what the deal is here? His cannons are rushed. So he is rushed. This is rushed. Interesting. But this is a base that I could take out with my 13. 100%. No doubt. Crushed. And then, let's see. How far down do these accounts go? Okay, so the very bottom of the map, we had 2 11s. On the bottom here, they have 11 and a 9. At least that stops around the same spot. Our 12 stop at me at number 16. Their 12 stop at number 16. This isn't like a terrible mismatch. It's just the very top of the map. And let's look at see if they have a war win streak. No, they've only won 51 wars. They have a 0 streak. So I think we have a pretty good chance of beating them, regardless of how the very top of the map looks. The Dog Ghost says, thanks for the info. Of course, man, of course. What's up, Doc, over on Twitch? What's up, Abdullah? How's it going? Why I'm not in the clan war? Because you were still spun in an active war in another clan. It wouldn't let me spin you, my guy. You have a war timer. Like when I went here, do you see that red bar next to your name? It says that means you're in a clan war right now that is not over. You're eligible for war in, like, forget how long. Like over a day. You have more than a day. So before you left your previous clan, they spun you in a war. Hopefully you did your attack before you left. That's why you're not in. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to put off our war spin just to make sure you get in. It's not a good sign leaving during a war. Well, Aquasino, he hasn't responded yet. Perhaps he did his hit and then left immediately. Ice Barge says Town Hall 11 got 1 star. I'm Town Hall 10 on my mini. He had E-Drags with their level 1. Every level 2, maybe a 2, maybe a 3 star. You know, I was looking at that hit. I just think he did that guy did his attack completely wrong. Am I in the war? If not, no problem. I can relax. Check. Look, I mean, you're Mark Davs. There you are. Yeah. All right. It's now prep day. Yeah. So this is the attack that So Mark Davs has a mini in our clan right now that he's furiously farming up to Town Hall 11, so we can potentially spin his 11 in wars. And some of his replays being down in Barbarian 5 are comical, right? This guy is a Town Hall 11. He has a Grand Warden. And he just puts the E-Drags all around. And this is what happens. He even has... Look at this. He has an E-Drag come out of the CC. He's got 5 E-Drags approaching the core. And he just gets totally fried right here. The defending P.E.K.K.A plus the BK. Look how quickly this queen dies. Bam. This is pathetic, man. That's Barbarian 5 for you, though. That's Barbarian 5? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's actually insane. But he has shared, like, several replays. Hold on, let's see if there's another one up here. It's pretty funny, actually. Any more? No. Okay. All right, you know what? I need to get my daily bonus on this account. So, oh, and we need to upgrade something. What am I doing with my life? I've been looking at this account. Haven't upgraded any. Haven't started an upgrade yet. And I think I'm supposed to go 2 days. No, that's 2 days, 9 hours. Okay, so 2-day upgrade would be like this, right? 1 hour 14. So when I wake up in the morning, I do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. This one. Sick. Okay, so let's get our daily bonus. Go and rip it off. I've been playing with some Yetis with my Rocket Loon army, just to see if it really adds that much more. Because part of me thinks that they actually do very little. But I have to remember that when they expire and they burst into Yeti mites, that they are going to take at least 1 defense with them when they die. Which is big, you know? I can share some if I still can. Yeah, Mark, post your best defense replays on your Town Hall 10. Like, and I know it probably seems like I'm being salty, but like, oh my gosh, that stuff cracks me up. Like taking no freeze spells, not taking enough wall breakers. Like when you see people fail queen charges on your base, that's a moment for your own reflection too, right? Like if I were to charge my own base, how do I avoid my queen getting fried? Spells, breakers, extra troops. I don't like these super weak ones. I'd like something a little bit more interesting. Okay, I can confidently say I've never seen this base layout before. So we'll hit it. If we hit his eagle, we take 2 Infernos. I think we should go for it. gonna go like that. Then I'll go like this. I'm looking for the trick. It's gonna be kind of tricky. We're gonna need to feed in our Headhunter. Get in there, baby. Cool. W. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, let's see. If we go like this and this. Lost a healer. Okay, it would be cool if he went to the left, but he's gonna go to the right. All right. So now what we see over here is the pathing set for our King Queen, Siege Barracks, all of the good stuff. I will Baby Dragon right there, and then we're gonna start. Let's go like this break, this. It'd be cool to break right there. Beautiful. That's where your boy wanted it. Let's do this. Did we lose the warden? We did. Cool. No, we're going to lose the queen. I think we have time, though. That poison was bad, too. Cool. See if we can get it. That was a fun base, though, even though we don't get it, right? Yeah, barely not. I think if I had handled some spells over with the king and the queen over on the left a little bit better, and I keep the queen alive. Also, if I kept the warden alive, but I think he ran into a single. Or how did the warden die? Forget. Pretty laid back right now. Let's see. It wasn't a single, so what killed him? What was did he just get overwhelmed? I thought he was chilling. We Headhunter for the queen. That's good. He goes to the right. See, I don't know how he dies right here. Is it the RC? It's the RC. Yeah, see? Okay. Okay. Yeah, just sort of poopy awareness there. All right, let's do it again. PTC, question for number 6 on that base. Is the angle near the soccer thing a good for the arrow to hit both of the ADs? Well, Mott's, that's not guaranteed to be his war base on war day. You're looking at his home village right now. So on war day, the base could be totally different, or if the person's well, shouldn't say. If the person is not thinking straight, the base could be the same, but usually their war base is different from their home village. What's up, Frost Z? How's it going, brother? Yo, how's it going? What up, what up, what up? Let's hit this one. It's not a singles. Probably the single over here is the one to fireball. Then we could run our heroes into the eagle, I think. Usually don't approach this way with this. So if we go like this, beautiful. I'll let him march in and just one tap that as well. Nice. Baby Dragon even distracted the X-Bow, so we were able to grab the X-Bow, which is good. And I'm just kind of judging what I want to do next. We need the Warden to take the mortar and this stuff there if we would even consider putting King Queen down here, because we don't want them to hit the clan castle and then split two different directions. Fine. Okay. King. And King's low enough level we don't have to worry. Okay. So. Even though we're not going straight for the eagle, I think this is okay. So let's get you down here. Get you like this. You like this. And this and this. We'll drop a break right here. Warden's going to approach this single in just a second, so we'll get ready to freeze. Well, actually, let's do that one. Let's freeze this. Cool, and then with the king, we will go like this. Look at the beautiful pathing right there. Quake to hit that stuff. And then we have 15 rocket loons, 2 rages, and an RC to close it. I'm going to invis the queen here just to make sure we take that stuff. Throw the RC in there. And it's cleaned. 100. $15 rocket loon swag. 2 rage spell swag. Was it a weaker base? Yep, sure was. But that's our life. The last attacks, no one has fireball, so I'm fine. Good old rocket loons. Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Good old-fashioned rocket loons. Love me rocket loons. Okay. Fireball to his X-Bow does not give me the eagle on either side. But it would give me a scatter and one of his infernos. Or both infernos. Not sure. I think both infernos. Okay, let's go like this. To the outside. Right here. Throw one more here. And when we clear that, we will go ahead and immediately fireball. We do get it. Nice. Like those vibes. Cool. Hey, it's spicy, boys. Okay, so Warden looks like he wants to go to the right. So, let's see. I'll put that there. This will break here. Like this and the king right there. We'll drop a couple of those on top. And I'd like to break in to the expo, but of course not. Let's go like this. I'm gonna freeze this. Pop queen. Again, we have spells. And I'm going to invis on top of the king just so we can get the Inferno dead. And I'll go like this. Easily swagging the hero. Boy. There's two. All right, 1, 2. Easy day. Okay, cool. They understand that your barracks is empty, but you have troops in there. Huh? What are you using for your main army? Like main account, I mean. I'm using... Okay, so on my Tunnel 18, I've been running E-Drags for the past couple weeks. And it's like, I'll have a really great day where I go like 6 or 7 triples, and then I'll have like 2 days in a row where I only get like 3 or 4. And I know that it has to do with the fact that I'm still learning really like feeling out how to best use the backpack, because I did max the backpack and immediately found it to be like very fun and satisfying to use. But for me, using the backpack has to do with, okay, well, do I have to fly the Duke towards the queen and then shoot the arrow in from where he came from, or do I shoot the queen arrow through the center of the base and then create an X pattern with the Duke's ability? I'm not super versed on it yet to really like know what I should be doing and precisely what my priority should be when I hit the combo. And it's definitely one of those, because that's the moment of the attack that is high skill cap, right? You have to hit the arrow and backpack with double quake. If you miss one part of it, right? Primarily the arrow. If you miss the arrow or you don't get your quakes down in time, the combo fails. The equipment is nowhere near as strong. So yeah. So anyways, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to use the bathroom. And when we come back, what I'm going to do is hop over to the Town Hall 18 and do my legend set. We did review a couple bases today. That was nice and fun. You see, that's just it, you know. I say I'm doing a base review stream. A few people ask, a few people get it. But next time, if the stream don't say base reviews, your boy ain't doing base reviews. So, be warned, nerds. All right. What was this? What was I supposed to be doing on this count? I have ore to upgrade something. I just don't know what I was really wanting to do. I think I was supposed to keep going with the Electro Boots. Just to get them done. But the reality is that the Electro Boots are already pretty strong. Like when you unlock them at level 1. Like the aura damage, yes, it does improve. But the self-heal isn't like game-breaking to get this up to like level 18. Hit point, you know, having more hit points, okay, sure. 25 times, what, 5? Or 6. It's only 150 hit points. It's not game-breaking, right? But like, upgrading the Magic Mirror, you really want to get Magic Mirror to level 18, because that's when you get two extra clones instead of just the one. Okay. So, hopping over to the 18. I'll put up a quick 2-minute timer on the screen. When it counts to 0, I will resume. I do encourage you to take a lap around your house, get something to eat or drink, or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do. But don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. Yes, I washed my hands. We are back at it, and now it's time for the Legend League portion of our stream. I'm going to be doing my Legend set, and then we'll be calling it quits for the day. So I do appreciate everyone who came around for the base review hour. Those have concluded. I see Zalo's asking for base review. Not now. We're moving on to Legends. Same with Frost Z. Moving on to Legends League now. So we got to lock in. But yeah, from time to time, I will do a stream like that where I spend an hour kind of talking about people's bases and things like that. We did review a nice little handful during the first hour, but now it's time to get down to business and get serious. As serious as it can be. I'm still learning how to use the backpack to great effect. Some days I've just been on fire, and then other days I've been like struggling. Yesterday was a struggle bus day. I think I went minus a few cups yesterday, which sucks, but what did I do? Yeah, I was -4 yesterday. So let's see if we can do better. Man, and then we got tripled 4 times. That's insane. So this is going to be one of those rough days where I have to lock in to like stay on par. Because if I don't, we will be dying. We will be dying. Frost says, yeah, I got the tail end, so all good. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and juice up our CC. I will put the request out. If we don't get troops within the next like 30 seconds or so, I will go ahead and gem my CC. But it looks like Doc Livingston is on fire. Okay, so we got it. Notably about this composition is that you should be flying your Duke across the base in conjunction with the Queen Arrow. Now, I've seen a couple variations on how the Duke and the Queen Arrow are intersecting inside the base. Some people have chosen to fly the Duke at the Queen and shoot the arrow through the Duke as it's flying at the Queen. Another person that I saw that had really good success with it was shooting the arrow from one corner across the base, like through the core of the base, and then picking an adjacent corner to fly the Duke across to create an X inside the base. Both I've seen working. I have tried the X pattern with those two abilities, and I haven't got it down. I haven't been able to really get that down yet. So I think we'll probably be looking for some more of those opportunities, because what the X pattern does is it places your Duke and your Queen onto adjacent corners, right? So the Duke lands on an adjacent corner from the Queen, and they effectively create two sides of the funnel for the E-Drags. And that's what it's that funnel creation that kind of sets the tone for the attack. So that's what I'm going to be after, is trying to make the X pattern work a little bit more reliably. But if I don't see it, I'm going to be doing the straight line, pass through with those two abilities. Another thing is I need to be mindful of when I revive my Duke, I need to actually have spells to cover for him if he's going to be respawning anywhere near a monolith or an air defense. There are times when I revive the Duke and I don't have the spells in pocket to deal with those defenses, and the Duke gets revived and then dies shortly after. It's usually a death sentence for the attack. So I have to be mindful of that. But the revive is almost always used on the Dragon Duke. Let's get into the first hit. The sweepers are pointed at the town hall. That's different. I think an arrow across that collector gets me pretty good value, right? And then Duke to the Queen. Okay. Okay, good value, I think. So Duke is going to die pretty quick here. But we'll take it. Put you here. And over here, let's go like this. That's cool. One there. Okay, that's down, that's down. That's looking really good. Let's get ready to rage right here, I think. Tome now, rage again. We're gonna freeze here. I'm gonna use this right here. Revive Dookie Boy. See this. I think actually invis the E-Drags, because look at that. Oh my gosh. What a hit. GG, nerd. That invis was disgusting. That was completely shredded. That was overkill, baby. The arrow across the middle got the CC. Good value. All the air defenses got taken down by the Queen and Duke Sui, and then the RC got the other air defenses. I think got the remaining the two other remaining air Ds. So it was all ADs went down before the E-Drags got dropped. That was gross. That was actually really good. Good start. Okay, request again. Starting off with a triple. It's a good sign. Good omen. Let's see if anyone else needs troops. Nope. Okay. Again, we'll be waiting approximately 30 seconds. If we don't get troops, we will gem the troops. Keep the stream moving. But that's the life. Oh. Clannies came in clutch. There's Doc. The Doc, the real one. All right, let's go. Interesting layout. Where are your sweepers? Okay, you got one there, one there. Where's a good arrow? Okay, I think I see arrow across the core. I don't know if this is going to be fantastic or not. We'll have to see. Okay. Okay. Then what I'd like to do is make sure that we get the I'd like to make sure that we end up getting his sweeper down here. So I'm actually going to invis him. Okay, cool. That's fine with me too. And if we can kill his long shot, I'd be very happy. Let's do this. And then I will send you from over here. Even though he's going to die kind of quick. Or she's going to die kind of quick. Let's do this here. And I'm going to rage here. Gonna revive you up here. Use that now. Hey, that's looking fine. Let's poison him. Even though we probably should not have done that, right? Because we haven't tripped his CC yet. Ah, that may have been a mistake. It might be ice golems though. And if it is, let's wait a second and then we'll freeze. Do this. I'm gonna rage right here like this. And then totem like this. Cool. We're running out of time though. That was so dumb what I just did. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. All right. 2 for 2. Let's keep it up. So in that attack, I sent the Duke away from the Queen. Started them roughly at the same spot, but that cleared Lava Launcher and the core Revenge Tower. So it turned the base into this gigantic ring, right? And then from there, I just wanted to make sure that I was primarily getting the sweepers down, the air defenses. Yes, if you can get air defenses, cool. But if you're going to come from the in from the direction that the sweepers are facing at, you need to do something to take those sweepers out, because fighting sweepers with E-Drags is not good. I think the Queen and the Duke in the same line is the best, says Zalo. I'm not sure, man. I'm still learning how to finesse this, right? It's like using a Warden Fireball. Spotting the Fireball, knowing how to do it efficiently, not waste time, you know, not get your Warden killed. It's always the opener for this attack that will dictate if it works or if it doesn't work. Yeah, Witch came out. I'm gonna do this. If he dies right in front of that, that's fine, right? I'm gonna do this. Oh, that was so dumb, actually. Okay, and then over here we'll go like this. We did get the sweeper. Nice. We send one right here, and then we're going to pump onto this like that. Let's rage here. And go ahead and Eternal Tome. Gonna freeze there. Okay. Let's get the Duke up now. Nice. He goes away from the dragons. All right, we have a totem. Do this here. Was that a bad call? Yes. I think we stall. We're not quite getting it, right? Not quite. Not quite. Man, we just fell short of 92 as well. I think we missed out on one cup because of that. But GG. Looks like we're taking the defenses. Let's go ahead and check that one out. How's this looking? Oh, we're looking crushed. We're looking very crushed. Look at all the E-drags. Look at all the E-drags. He still has the tome. Oh, my word. Yeah, this is wrecked. Oh, he slaughtered this. This was gross, dude. Man. That was a great hit, too. What's up, Flokadal Smunder? How's it going, dude? Baja the Surfer. What up, dude? Bro, that's pretty Baja. All right, let's see if our teammates need anything. All right, nope. Okay, so we're 2 for 3 so far. So let's see if we can get another triple on the board. He could take his Monolith and his Revenge Tower. And then where are the sweepers? They're in the middle. Okay. Okay. Didn't quite get the combo off fast enough. Revenge Tower still up is really, really crappy. Okay, he's going for the air defense, though. That doesn't look terrible. Let's do this. Oh, that was a bad use of the totem too. But look at the Duke. He's getting some gross work done. Let's go ahead and do this here. That Revenge Tower is bothering me. Okay, Queen. Kill his Queen, please. We'll do this, and this, and this. Get it. She got it. What a babe. Alright, let's do this right here. Warden ability. Push in. Rage here. Let's freeze that, as well as poison. And we'll pick up Dr. Duke over there. Are we making it, or are we making it? I think we're making it. I think this is crushed. Nice. Duke is looking pretty dookie right now, which is good. We're going to lose Warden to the long shot, but we have a minute, and we have a totem and an invis. Unless we hit every black mine in the base, our Duke would be able to close this by himself. Let's put this here. Nice. GG. Got it done. Baja the server. I'm new to COC. My account is 5 days old. My bro, you got a long road ahead of you, man. But good news is the game is super fun to learn from the ground up. Super fun. And the thing is even getting to the middle town halls these days doesn't take that long. Okay, it used to be that you'd have to grind like a Town Hall 10 up to Town Hall 11, and it would take you like over a year. Now it's like you can do it in a month. It's kind of crazy. Hook up dock here. Nice. Okay. So 3 for 4 on triples so far. Let's keep it moving. You think taking Clan Castle, Rage Tower, and Revenge is a good idea? Okay, let's put Queen down like this. Do this. I'm going to totem once right here to try to let all that stuff work a little bit. Dr. Duke is doing some good work for us, and then we want to come behind. You see this sweeper right here? It looks like we're headed into another air defense here. I'm going to totem for that. I would like to get this air defense if possible. Oh, she gets it. Wow, what a babe. Sweeper, not quite, but we do. Nice. And then that means from this direction, no? Yeah, we'll come from here. Then Dr. Duke, I'm going to slap you in for this air defense. Put you right here. I'm going to rage right here. And tome. I'm going to rage here too. Poison up. What's going on with Duke? Okay. I'm going to freeze this. I think that was a good freeze. We got it. GG's, nerds. GG's, dude. Let's go. GG. Better day, better day, better day, better day, better day. Better day. All right. Awesome, awesome. We're doing great today. Doing really good today. 4 out of 5 triples so far. That's what we need to climb. We have 3 attacks remaining. 3 attacks remaining, and we will conclude our live stream. Tomorrow, our Town Hall 11 through 14 clan war should be starting. So we will have war attacks to do live on those accounts, as well as legend hits to more legend hits to do. It's one thing that I really like about Legend League is that, at least from a content creation standpoint, you always have legend sets to do every day, as opposed to, you know, when you're in the lower leagues like Lecture 33, you have 24 battles to do over a week. So in theory, you could spread it out, right? But I like doing a complete set, and I like having, instead of 24 battles in a week, I have 56 battles in a week. I just think it's more competitive, right? It keeps the most active players, the most gung-ho players, like, actually playing, like continuing to compete. And what does it amount to? 8 times 3 minutes is 24 minutes a day. If you count, you know, loading your CC between, maybe you spend 30 to 35 minutes a day. Unless, you know, if you're not getting immediate CC fills. We're looking good. Much better day. What place are you on the world leaderboard? I don't know. I don't think I'm on the world leaderboard. Because, like, the top players are up above 6,000. This is our second season in Legends. And our first season was only 2 weeks long, and we were able to get to 11,000. So if I did better than 11,000 this season, I would be happy. I think that would be amazing. If I like say I broke top 10,000, I would be thrilled with that, right? Hell, if I broke into top 5,000, I would be over the moon. Because this is a different ball game. It's a totally different ball game from normal mode. Didn't we just hit this base earlier? Except this guy had walls on this bottom side. We did. We hit this base earlier. So we just need to kill his clan castle. And Quake value is pretty clear at that point, right? Okay, so... I don't think we killed the clan castle. But it is what it is. CC pull was that. We'll take it. Let's go like this. I'm gonna do this. Rage here. We're gonna rage right here. Revive the Dookie boy. Do this. We should be good. Turn that around. Yeah. This is not a great base, guys. Don't run it. Don't run it. Today was the first time I've seen this base, and we've crushed it twice. One time we got value with the jetpack arrow combo. The second time, right now, I don't think we even got a building down with the combination, and we still tripled it. We did severely bruise most of the core, right? But we didn't take buildings, and we still tripled. Sell the base back to GameStop. Get your in-store credit. All right. All right, we get two more. Two more. And thank you, Doc. Thank you to Doc. All right, I don't see an invis. Okay, it's double poison. Okay. Looking for the arrow. Like, what would a good arrow be? I think we could hit this. Okay. think I see what I want here. Take it. Poison that. And then I think what I want to do is hit this one over here. He dies and kills that. Okay, we like it. Cool. I'm holding the ability because we can, right? Let's use it now, I think. Let's heal up now. I'm going to rage right here. Totem right here. Then I think we rage right here. And we freeze her. And then I'm going to totem right here as well. Wake that up. Totem over here. And we should be coasting at this point. This looks great. We got a bunch of stuff spread around. There's no corners. We've cleared everything across. And it's just a matter of time. This is definitely a triple. We don't need our invis, so we won't bother with it. And there it goes. There it goes. Man, night and day difference yesterday to today, and we needed that today for our sanity. All right, 7 out of 8. One more hit. Can we close with 7 triples out of 8 today? Can we close with 7 out of 8? Yeah, there it is, baby. Can we close 7 out of 8? That would be lit. That would be lit. We just got to pray that we don't get tripled out as well. All right, we're loaded. This will do it for today, so let's make it happen. Keep our streak alive. I could get his revenge tower. Okay. We didn't quite get it. That sucks, man. Let's do like this. All right. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do this over here, I think. We're gonna revive the Duke and to ensure that we secure the town hall. At least that's what I'm feeling. Let's rage and tome on this side. That was a terrible totem, by the way. Let's do this. And we'll freeze. This is where we revive. Hey, it's coming together, right? It's this sweeper that is kind of ending my career, right? I'm going to do this here. Really appreciate being able to take down this air defense. Actually going to invis that just to ensure it. Okay. Can we get the scatter? We get the scatter. Oh my god. Come on. Go, go, go. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. We did it. We bounced back from a horrible yesterday. Yesterday was terrible. And we bounced back in a legendary fashion. Let's go. Closing the day with 7 out of 8 triples for 309. This is actually 309 is the best trophy number that I've had on offense since I've played Legend League. I haven't quite hit a 320 yet. Feel like I'm getting close to it. That's awful close, right? But 309. My best day in Legends. Let's go, dudes. Leaving, and so we're just set to take a defense or 2 more defenses. Hopefully we can actually defend a little bit, because that would be amazing. That'd mean that we'd actually go positive. But we just have to pray that we don't get tripled out, because yesterday, man, this was pathetic. This was really pathetic. I only put up 2 triples, and I actually started the whole stream with a 1-star. Today, bounce back with a 309. Let's go, dude. DB says, are you viewing bases today? I did for the first hour, my guy. And then we hopped into Legends. And so we just finished up. We're about to sign off here. So yeah, man, that feels good. That feels really good. That feels really good to hit 7 out of 8 live. Or 7 out of 8 triples. Subomb says, glad to watch it live. Yeah, man, dude. That's just it. Like, I'm just like you guys are learning the game at whatever town hall level you're at. Boy, when you get to Legends League, you got to learn the game again. You have to learn the game again. Let's just put it that way. It's not the same old thing. You have to relearn the game. Wait, we have war tax. Oh man, should I do these? Probably. For the content. See what's the space. Take his CC and Revenge Tower? Is that the play? I feel like it is. And then where's the sweepers? All facing down. See, this thing doesn't work. Who is likely going to attack you from right here when your town hall is right there? Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to arrow through his think that's lined up, or am I trolling? My eyes might be deceiving me here. I think I have to shoot it through the camp. Okay, so I'm going to shoot it through his camp. Try to hit his revenge tower and his clan castle. Do the quake trick right there. Duke will be over here with the queen. I believe they're going to go this way. And then we would attack with the Electro Dragons behind the sweeper like this. Probably clip into the town hall from that side. And then the RC, we would be trying to... we would come here, pop Seeking Shield, take out that air defense. I think that's how we want to do this. And then I think our barracks... Do we drop the barracks like in this corner or in this corner? This corner, we'd be able to put damage onto his Archer Queen and his Prince with the super minions. The sweeper is for fireball baiting. Oh. Okay, so let's see if we can do the trick properly. Because that's my idea. I'm sticking to it. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to do this so we can make sure to get this air defense here. He's going to die on the... Okay, sure. We'll do that there too. Okay, so let's go like... this with the RC. I think it's worth it to go ahead and tome now plus rage. And totem over here. And totem onto him. Okay, one goes that way. This is looking totally fine. So let's go rage here and totem here. We'll poison as well. I'll drop that in just because... we should be fine here. We got a lot of Electro Dragons over on the top side. Yeah, there's just too much HP on the field. And there's too much time. Those air skellies can really gum up Electro Dragons, though, I have to say. Yeah, minute left. We're good. GG. All right, so easy. Triple in war. Quest again. One more war attack. For war. Thank you. Of course. Mr. Giella. All right, and I guess we'll clean an 18 because I'm looking at these other 18s and I'm thinking weaker 18s we can leave for... our lower 18s, because you know this is they look more like Town Hall 15s than they do 18s. Missing cannons, missing air defenses. Wizard towers aren't maxed up too either. Yeah, we'll leave it for a lower 18. And we'll do a cleanup hit. Let's see. Wharf Rat. Let's see what he did here. That's so annoying to look at. Okay, so he does little mini Spirit Walk. He wants to remove... Oh, that is awkward. He wants to take this mono. He's probably going to get out. Okay, so he gets out. I don't know if he actually lured the whole thing, though, right? Because he only gets archers and an ice golem. He's probably going to have to contend with a furnace in a minute. But if I'm looking for a backpack trick, let's see, what is he running? Backpack and stun gun. Oh, look at that. I don't know about stun gun backpack. I think those things kind of work contrary to each other. Like if you're stunning everything when you pop the ability, you don't stun everything when you end his path. You stun at the beginning. Let's see, he should be reviving the Duke immediately, right? Like if the Duke is where it is, he just needs to go with the flow. Okay. Okay, so he picks up the heroes again. Yeah, the mass revives just don't... This doesn't pan out, man. Furnaces are coming in to support, but it's just not going to be enough. The multi-gear tower is... the rapid fire tower is a little bit too OP versus Furnace Mites. Okay, I do not want to hit that base, honestly. We can hit this. I think if we arrow... Huh. I'm looking at the two spell towers and the revenge tower in the center. I think there's a good possibility that we end up taking out one of the infernos with the trick as well. Okay. Let's see what the CC is. Let's see if he's got some crazy Teslas. And then we'll do the hit. All right, so his CC is a furnace and ice golems. All right, good to know. We will not be dropping our RC over there, nor our queen. Hopefully our queen does not trip that. Although I suppose a P.E.K.K.A could, right? P.E.K.K.A comes all the way over there. So Queen's Arrow from 3 o'clock. Duke from 6 o'clock. Double Quake in the core. I don't know where his Teslas were. Were they just in bad locations? Is that what up? I don't see his Teslas. One's there, one's there. Are they just spread out in kind of like not useful positions? Is that why he's got 3 over here? Okay. I see him then. All right, let's scout his locations for the sweepers. Sweepers are pointed up and across the core. That's interesting. I think the clear answer is then if I throw my queen arrow this way, I then throw also the duke to the left. I use the RC to remove this, right? It takes one of the major threats away from the duke. And actually, if I deploy RC to like this gold mine and I use a totem, I could probably get this down and maybe even get that. But like, I want to be able to rock it out like the sweeper there, because then I come behind the other sweeper, demolish what is left of the core. So yeah, if I burn an early totem, if I put it like beside the gold storage, that means that the scatter shot won't shoot it. Yeah, so I put it like in this little pocket right there next to the gold storage. That gets the Super Wizard Tower to turn around. That gets the Ground Tower Expo to turn around. And then Seeking Shield, I'll drop RC in front of this gold mine right here. Seeking Shield, the Rocket Spears. Ideally, we clear all this, right? And then E-Drags would attack in from this bottom side. Take out what's left of the core, the long shot, and then Duke. I'm hoping that with the RC deployment right here, that means the Duke is going to want to walk this way. If he dies in front of this monolith, cool. We'd like him to trip the Gigabomb on his path, on his journey, so that when we revive him, we can instantly freeze or totem or something just to keep him up so we can take the monolith. And once the monolith goes down, I think it's crushed. All right, let's go. We're not full. Okay. Let's fill ourselves up. Little Jimmy Jams here. And we'll do our last war attack, and then we will actually say goodnight today. Bro, please. Bro, we did base reviews first hour of the stream. We're not doing those anymore today. We did Legends, and now we're doing our war tit, and then we're going. We're out of here. All right. It was not this space. It was this space that we were looking at. All right, so arrow, Duke ability from the same location. Dukes crosses the base. We totem right here. We drop RC with Rocket Spear. And then we would also have the barracks to put beside the queen at that point. And then Electro Dragons would fly in from this bottom side. Duke goes this way, hopefully. Ideally, he dies like on top of the air defense. And then when we revive him, we want him to be able to go in and go after the monolith. As long as we get that done, we're looking pretty solid. Okay, let's go. Not bad. I'm gonna do this. See if we can get him a little closer. Nice. That's actually exactly where I wanted him to die. That is so good. Poison up. I'm gonna rage right here. Totem here. Ability. Okay, let's rage right here. I see that right there. We're not going to forget about it. I just want to make sure the baby dragon actually goes up. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. It's crushed. I think we lost a couple E-dragons, but that's it. GG. 6-pack regular war. Let's go. All right, guys, we've had a fantastic day on our Town Hall 18. We went 7-4-8 in Legend. That is our best Legends day, 309. Our previous best was 308. So we're getting closer and closer to our first 320. I'm feeling pretty good about myself in there. So pat on the back, TC. But that's going to do it for today's stream. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. We'll be back around the same time tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. And that will kick off our Town Hall 12 and 13 war. We're now up to, we have over 30 members now, but we haven't yet quite spun a 30v30 war. I would imagine maybe later this week, if we get a few more people to join, we'll be doing that. We got a nice core of Town Hall 14s, 13s, and 12s, and a handful of Town Hall 11s in the clan. But the wars have been really fun. Seen some really great attacks. We got some people that are pushing up pretty high in the world for their respective Town Hall levels. So if you're sort of a middle-ranged player, or you've got some mini accounts that don't get to war so often, you'd like to chill in war, teach other people, and also learn some new things, come on and hang out and dominate and tour. I will flash the clan on screen once more. I always do this at the end of every stream just to remind people that this exists and that I get a lot of joy from this clan myself. But here is the clan. The clan is now open. If you request to join, just give us a second to let you in. You have to be Town Hall 11 through 14. That's going to do it. Love you guys. Much love. See you later. Peace out.